Hello there. Today I want to talk about relations, human relations, and why some of them work and some of them don't. Now, I don't know, I'm not an expert, although I've lived a long life and I've always been interested in this subject. With human relations, I don't mean just between those and lovers, but also between friends and co-workers and relatives, men and men, women and women. It doesn't make any difference. So, have you ever felt an instant, you meet a person and you feel an instant liking to that person? And on the other hand, have you ever met a person and you immediately took a dislike to that person? And why was this? You can't really put your finger on it. So I've kind of read a lot of Eastern religions and I looked into it, and I've come to the conclusion, and this is not just my opinion, I kind of got this from all the books that I've read and on the subject, that, you know, everything is made up of atoms. Everything in the world is made up of atoms. The human body is made up of cells, and those cells have atoms. We don't know how many cells are in a human body. The experts disagree. Some say 50 trillion, and some of them say less, but we have a lot of cells in our body, and all these cells are atoms. Now, an atom, the nucleus of an atom, is made up of protons and neutrons. Protons are positive, neutrons are negative, and they twirl around at a dizzying speed in that atom. And now some of them, there is a string theory that claims that there's strings in an atom, but the strings are so tiny that they can never be detected. So it cannot be proven. So it's a theory and not a proven fact. But anyway, these atoms vibrate. The protons, that we know, the protons and the neutrons, they twirl around in the nucleus of an atom and they give off vibrations. Now, vibrations in a human body are like fingerprints. There's no two humans that vibrate at the same frequency. But have you ever heard the term, they are in tune with one another, or their vibes, their vibes match, or there's a word called harmony. There even is a website called harmony.com that matches up people according to their backgrounds and to what they like and what they do not like. And that's a good idea, but wouldn't it be great if you had a machine that could measure a person's vibrations and then what frequency they vibrate, and then bring people together that vibrate approximately at the same frequencies? Because let me tell you, when you meet a person, a man meets a girl and he's interested in her, but he's interested in, there's a lot of outside factors that go into it. He is interested in the color of her eyes, the way she looks, the way she smiles. Anyway, they start a relationship, and sometimes it results in they get married and they have children, but unfortunately their vibrations are far apart. They vibrate at frequencies that are not close together at all. And it's a very good chance that these, after the attractions wear off and you get used to a person, that then it ends in a messy divorce. And believe me, I've been there and done it. I'm now at the age where I've had in the past many relations, but finally 42 years ago I met a person and we got married, and we're still married, and I know that our vibrations, my wife and I, we have vibrations that have to be very, very close, because we are really in tune with one another and we have harmony. And this is what I like to talk about, the harmony, in being in tune, how bodies vibrate. And if you meet somebody and you are, apart from all the outside attractions, and you find out that you vibrate close together, then that relationship will last. And I don't mean just in a sexual way, although, man and wife, that's important, because you married a woman that you're going to have children with. Sometimes I think men spend more time picking out the car they're going to buy than the woman that they're going to have children with and marry. And it doesn't make any difference. It could be a homosexual relationship, a heterosexual relationship. It could have no sex in it at all. It could just be an attraction between co-workers, or a man friend or a woman friend, or a man and a woman friend, without kind of in a platonic sort of a way. And this is why some relations work and some of them do not, I believe. It's the vibrations in a human body. And if I could only invent a machine that could measure those frequencies in which our atoms in our bodies and our bodies give off vibrations, then that would be a real good thing. Anyway, that's all I have on the subject of human relations. I had written this down. I think I've covered most of it, and I just want to thank you for listening to my talk about human relations and why some of them work and some of them don't. I'm going to turn off this flip camera now.